live strong, think steady, fit insanity, mindset and muscle. Real talk, real tips, real hustle. Fit Insanity, lock it in, don't scroll. Tap, follow on the show, feed your body and your soul. Fit Insanity, every week, let it run. Busy men, tell a friend, that's the one, that's the one. 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 Yeah.
Everyone has a moment where something clicks, the moment where you realize you can't keep living the same way. Today we're going to talk about the moment people decide to change and what it actually takes to follow through. Welcome back to another episode of Fit Sanity. What's good? I'm your host, Tater Great, and today my co-host Jordan couldn't be with us, but I do have Sheri back on the podcast again.
Hey y'all, I'm back.
And I got Adriane.
Hey, I'm Adriane. What's up, guys?
And both Sheri and Adriane are both trainers. They're going to be given that unique female perspective that I feel like we've been missing on this podcast. So it should be fun. And also for my special guest today, I do have Jasmine. She's one of my clients. Jasmine, go ahead.
Hi.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey. Hey, Harold.
So I'm happy you decided to come to the podcast. And I'm glad to have all of you guys here. All right. So I want this to be open. We're going to talk. Jasmine, we're going to talk about your turning point. So we're going to allow you to share your story with us, and then we're just going to go from there. So what made you decide to start your fitness journey?
I was tired of just being unhealthy.
Okay. But were there any things like...
Okay, no, for real. I always struggled with my weight since I was a kid. And it was always a thing with grown people and me, like, commenting on my body type. So it's just always just been an up and down situation for me. One moment I feel good about it, and the next one I'm like, I don't like this. I don't feel good.
Right.
But what happened was last year I had surgery. So, breast reduction surgery.
Okay.
So with that, it kind of started me with my fitness because I had to lose weight in order to get that surgery. So that's really what started it off. So.
Okay. So you feel like that's the moment where everything just kind of clicked. But isn't that a thing? I feel like with women, I think that's just with family, period. There's a thing where you'll get people commenting on your weight. They won't ever just be direct, but they'll say things to make you feel bad about yourself the whole time.
Be like, oh my gosh, look how you used to look in that picture. Be like,
that's kind of cold to say that.
Thank you. I know I put some weight on. You did too, but hey, we here.
Yeah.
We here.
That's what we need. What about you guys? Have you guys ever experienced anything like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's real, but sometimes you just got to pick up and do what you got to do. So it's more so proving a point to yourself, but sometimes in the back of your head it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to prove you wrong. So the next time you see me, you can't make those same comments or judge me in the same way. So, sometimes that adds a little fuel to your fire too. So
I like that.
I'm a different background. I come from a really, really healthy and super athletic family. And like, I would say, like, growing up, for me at least, it's like you get the comments, but it's almost like there's a fat phobia centered around things. So it was like never a thing for me where I was ever overweight, but it's like, oh, you could lose like 5-10 pounds, your legs might look better, oh, you could do this, and it's like ingrained, like things go like they kind of just go down, and hearing that from women is crazy.
Right.
It's a crazy experience.
So you were hearing that from women in your family?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's like a crazy experience to like hear that, but it's so subconscious because it's not like oh, you're fat. Like, it's never going to be that. But it's like, you know, if you lost a few pounds, and it's crazy to be like, I was like 15 and I looked like this.
Right, right,
freaking
right.
stick. And who's losing
That's when you were
Yeah.
getting those comments?
I mean, I'm not saying I was like the smallest, but I mean, there's never big. Like,
Right.
I've always been solid, but I've never big. And like, to hear those type of comments, but you get where they come from, because if somebody has like a phobia or just kind of an indoctrination behind it, like that self-talk from themselves, they talk to somebody else like that, and then it comes, it can kind of like cycle down.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Is there anything that either one of you guys, like, I know you told your story last week, but is there any one of you guys that feel like, Jasmine, you could answer first. Is there something that where, okay, you said you were going to stop and you were just like, maybe not. Maybe, I mean, you said you were going to start and then you were like, maybe not. Maybe you changed your mind. Maybe you flipped with it after the surgery, or did you just go straight into it?
I would say after the surgery, like, I started it because, you know, I started working out with you, Harold, and then like life happened. So it was just like, mentally I wasn't there to be like, okay, I gotta focus on me. Mentally I was like, okay, I gotta help my peoples out.
Right.
So I put myself at the back burner instead of like making sure I was good. So it got to a point where it's like, I'm not okay. Like, something got to change, so I got to get back on it.
That's
I got to
fair.
get back focused. Then I got back into dancing. So that what made me be like, okay, yeah, I really need to get back in the gym because I need stamina. I don't want to be on nobody's stage about to pass out.
Right.
Because
And what's your background with dancing? I mean,
I've been dancing since I was little.
how little?
3.
Oh, wow.
I literally have a picture on my phone right now at a recital, at a daycare dance recital. So it's always been a part of me. It's always something that I just picked up on naturally. I always say it was a God-given gift to me because it's just something that was mine. It's like I just knew, like,
So
okay, I did this, I did that, but it's just like, no, I like this, I love this.
So you do that dancing thing for real.
I do that
This is
dancing
who you
thing
are.
for real.
I love that. That's cool. Do you feel like it helps with the fitness part though? Like
Yes,
it kinda...
because I would say in high school, that's when I was like because I was dancing like 24/7. If it was at school, after school, practice in the morning, dance competitions on the weekends,
Right.
rehearsals on the weekends. I was constantly doing something, so it's just like the weight just stayed off.
No, that's cool. That's good. That's good.
But I had a mental blockage too because, like I said, coming up, going back to what she said, like, I had like grown adults like always having something to say about my body. Like, I never forget, I think I was like 10 or 11, and I was doing competition cheerleading then, and one of the co-directors, she seen me and my daddy in the store, and it was cold, and we was just in there to get some cocoa, and I was just like eating a cookie, and then she was like, you know you ain't supposed to be eating that, and I was just like, I'm a kid, like,
Right.
like, what are you talking? Like, I'm a kid, like, that's just something that I never forget, and then it's just like, ugh, girl, okay.
No, that makes sense. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Yeah, my mom used to tell me all the time that, because she used to be real small when she was younger, and I was small, but my mom always used to tell me, like, after I had, like, my first 2 girls, she was like, you need to lose weight. Like, you're not the same Sheri you used to be. And I used to tell her all the time, no, I'm not. Like, I'm an adult now, and it doesn't happen as easily. And so there would be times where she would literally say, I'm going to the gym, you need to go because you need to lose weight. And it's not like I was huge like I was a few years ago, I mean, I was maybe like the weight I am now, but it was still to her. And in the Filipino culture, like, you're small, you're skinny, like, that's what you are. And so it was like, you need to lose the weight. Did I lose it at that time? No. Did I go run a few times with her? Yeah, but I didn't make it a top priority because she wanted it for me. I had to get to the point to where I wanted it for myself.
I feel that.
Mhm.
I feel that.
I do too.
What about you?
I don't. I feel like for me, it's been different. Like, you have, like I said, like, you hear things from, like, people, like, we eating cookies. Like, my family is very, like, they cool, love them down. But they just like to make comments. Like, my grandma ran dietetics for the United States government. So when you come from a background like that, when you come from a background like that, it's very, like, healthy all the way around. So while there's food and cookies and stuff, like, you go home, my grandpa might be like, hey, if you shouldn't be eating that cookie, your butt's gonna get big. Now, dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, I get you joking, but, like, time and place, and you brush it off, you know it's a joke, but it's just a different, you know, kind of sector. I guess, like, I've seen it happen to other people more so, because I've never stopped being active. And so, like, even though, like, I had my son, like, I never stopped, but that's its own thing.
Right.
Versus, like, but I do think that it impacts, like, how you navigate. Like, for me, I never stopped working out. I gained the weight, but then trying to lose it, I'm overly hard on myself because there's, like, the noise that if you actually let yourself get like that, then they really gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
So how about you don't do that, because they might actually talk about you.
How much of that is, like, so I will go in the second segment. We'll just jump in because it's the mental battle. How much of it is mental with you guys? Like, and this is what I really wanted. Y'all got to talk loud on this one because I really want to know, because one of my clients had asked me, she was like, when you had that thing about how social media affects you losing weight and you trying to, you know, how you look at your body, she was like, yeah, you and Jordan, y'all are guys. Y'all see it completely different than what we see it, right? So I would love to hear the female perspective on what social media did or did not do to affect you guys' weight loss journey.
I think it's just a constant reminder of, you should look like this, or you should look like that, or that's healthy, that's not healthy. And it's just like, who says the skinniest person is healthy?
I agree with that. That's one of those things I do agree with, because you could be skinny.
You could be skinny and just, I don't know, just not healthy.
Right. The
like
inside can be bad.
You need to eat something.
Right. I could literally probably show you skinny people that can't even, like, they look like they could run a mile, but I could probably show you a bigger person that can run a mile and a skinny person that can't run a mile. So all of that plays a factor, right?
Right. And social media has made it, especially for us women, to where the BBL is what they put out there, right? And then the women with the BBLs, all of a sudden, they're showing up in the gyms and they're working hard and they're posting their videos. But, like we have discussed, we don't know if they have or haven't worked for that body. They probably just got off the table and now they have to be in the gym to maintain that body. And us as women, we look at that and it has been ingrained in us that is what society likes. So we push ourselves to hit that picture because that's what society likes. But we don't know what price came with it. Does that make sense? We don't know what price tag came with that small waist. And, you know, the the hips and stuff like that, was it truly worked for, or was it done at a cost?
Right.
So we as women have to learn to appreciate every part of our body in the good days, the bad days, and know that as long as we continue to work, we're going to recomposition ourselves, and we're going to be who we're supposed to be.
I've been saying, because I think nowadays a lot of girls are really reversing it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they're getting rid of their BBLs.
They're getting rid of their BBLs.
You can get rid of it?
Yeah, or they getting
How
rid
do you
of
get
like
rid of a
their,
BBL?
you know,
Surgery.
surgery.
You got to go back in and have.
And
like,
then they undo it?
Yeah.
It's fat. You're just
It's
relocating fat to your butt. So
Oh,
it's like.
okay.
Yeah, I think Cardi B said she was going to have her BBL reversed after her tour.
Because sometimes you gain weight. It's fat. Fat is still fat, and you're
Right.
injecting it. So if you gain weight, you don't have any control over how that's like distributed and throughout your body. So yes, they can mold and sculpt and make you look a certain type of way, but there's inflammation, there's recovery time. I'm sorry, I personally would want to be able to sit down
Right.
normally after, but that's just me. But like you said, you never know what somebody's done. There's a lot of people on social media that just act like they've never done anything to their body and then market to people just to be like, come look like me, and that's also
Exactly.
also a problem.
See, that's
Exactly.
that's right. I don't like that part because it's like, okay, that's false.
Right.
That
But
is
sometimes you
false,
can't always,
you know?
you can tell, but sometimes you can't tell.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
there's skinny BBLs. People do things to just define it just enough that you may never know. If you know what you're looking for, sure. But especially fresh off the table, for sure. But after some time, you
just don't
may
know.
never know. And I just think that it's kind of a facade. Like, people want to be other people so bad that, like, you look at what somebody else is like and you want to be them. You want to look like them. And I think that it creates unrealistic expectations when your favorite person on Instagram, I'm 5'11". If I go and I look on Instagram, one of my favorite trainers, for example, if I had one, she might be 5'2",
Right.
5'3". What do we have in common from, like,
Right.
what do we have in common? Like, nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I will never look like you because I am that much taller than you. So my weight distribution, how I'm proportioned, is for me, and you are proportioned for you, and so we can't compare because
Right.
then you're gonna be like, I want to look like that. Well, baby girl, you ain't gonna look like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
it's never going to happen just because we are made so uniquely as individuals, and that's a good thing. But, like, we can't compare. Like, it's but social media will make you want to because everybody looks like that. Like, if your For You page looks like baddie gym, she's killing it.
And it's
Athlete. Boom. Then you be like,
but I really
me
think,
too, sis.
right.
Like,
I really think a lot of people just do it for the attention.
That's another thing too.
It's really just for the
Like-
attention, the likes, you bet. That's it. Because
I
what is
agree.
you doing?
Yeah, and that's one thing about the whole gym culture thing that I've realized. It took me a long time to post anything gym content because I feel like it was oversaturated. I feel like everybody that goes to the gym, they got them a tripod and then they just start. And I'm like, nah, dude, there's some people that do this for real. You know what I mean? Like, you could ask some of the people the most basic question about fitness and they wouldn't know how to tell you to get fit, but they gonna post it. And then if there's a market, come lose with me, and it's just, why not take advantage? I mean, it's just the way of the world. They take advantage. But I feel like for you guys, is it overwhelming or intimidating, or is it just like, it just is what it is at this point?
I think it is what it is for me because I know who I am. So it's just
Right.
like, I'm not trying to appease to anybody. If anything, I'm going to look good for myself. Like, if you don't like it, oh well.
I like
feel
that.
that. Amen.
But it was the young girls, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
then
the
it's-
young
and it's-
girls
yeah,
is
it's
where it
'cause they
hurts,
see
right?
Older girls and like, oh, I want to look like her. She
Right.
getting money, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, you don't know the back end of
What's really
what's
going
really
on.
going on. Like,
Mhm.
some of them really getting money in certain type of ways that you don't want to live that lifestyle.
You
You
she
really
has a
don't know.
very
You
interesting
don't know
job, and
what's
she
behind
knows
it.
a lot.
I know you don't want to.
She knows a lot.
But
don't
you,
want to be there.
you really don't know what people are doing to get where. You just don't know what people got going on. At the
Yeah.
beginning and end of the day, we could make assumptions all day long, but you really don't know. But that's where
That's
people got to
facts.
stop comparing. Because
That's true.
as moms, like, it's easy. That whole snapback culture is toxic.
That is.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about how toxic that is.
Is it
And
toxic?
That is so
Very.
hard.
I think
'Cause
it's
they're
so.
expecting
Yeah,
you
because
to.
I'm jump back.
I'm not a mom yet, but you see it all the time on social media. Ooh, her snapback game crazy, and it's just like that don't work for everybody.
Yeah, I've heard it, but I just know it takes a while. Cause I mean, you gonna gain at least bare minimum 30 pounds being pregnant, right? 28 to 30.
And you don't know how it's gonna impact you after. Like but you don't look how you. Some people are blessed and they snap back, and they do, and they just naturally look how they look. We could say Tiana Taylor, for example. That woman is gorgeous, and she
Right.
doesn't look like she popped out not a single kid, but genetics and she, you know what I mean, like diet, like what your home life was like. I don't know what she went through, but that's
Right.
a lot of genetics. But stretch marks happen, and I didn't think I was gonna have stretch marks. I didn't see a single stretch mark on me when I was pregnant, but I carried all belly. So then after I had him, I'm healing. I'm like, what's that? Why does my stomach look like that? Oh, I don't like that. And something that went from being my favorite part of my body went to being the part of my body that I hate the most.
Oh wow.
So it's like, because you can't go, I mean, unless I go get a tummy tuck or something, I mean, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's
Right.
going to go. But you get online and you see these people that are like, oh, I had a baby like this, and then 2 months later I look like this, or look where I'm at.
That's such a struggle.
And you just don't know. Like,
It is a
you
struggle.
compare.
Yeah, you do compare.
I was gonna say it's funny that you bring up Tiana Taylor because I literally just seen a post and it was like her body and some more people, and they was like certain women was like, oh, they look too masculine. It's like, damn, y'all don't like BBLs, y'all. I don't know. At this
win.
You can't
win.
win. So it's
Right.
just like I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. I get that. You can't please nobody. That's yeah, I guess that's why you got to live it for you. You know what I mean? But that has to be a struggle. Like, I really sympathize for you guys because I know, like, I can get guys, I can train them, and I'd be like, I literally talk to a guy, and every single time after we have a session, he's down like a couple pounds.
Y'all don't have hormonal
You know what I mean?
fluctuations.
like,
So
it's-
that's what,
it's
yeah.
not-
Y'all have it so nice.
That's
It's
what I
so
said. It's
easy.
different.
Listen,
Right.
So for us, ain't no excuse.
I was
Like,
just
not
telling
like
my
y'all.
brother the other day, and my brother, he was out for like 2 years because he was recovering for surgery, and he just went back to work like a couple months ago. And I was looking at him, I was like, you losing weight. And I was like, that's just interesting how fast you can just drop weight like that. Like, I was just like, dang.
Mhm.
But it take a woman,
It takes forever.
Yeah, you can literally, as men, can just drop, and it will just be like, dang, like,
Yeah.
y'all are killing it versus us. We gotta look at our hormonal shifts, our stress levels, like, all that is so impacted. Like, training with their cycle is super important because you can gain up to 20 pounds on your cycle. A lot of people don't even know how much weight you can gain in a week, and that is crazy. And then to lose it right after that and be like, oh, I'm bad, and then you are literally your true weight for 1 week the entire month.
I think you're the one that told me that. If I'm not
crazy.
mistaken, we had that.
Probably a long time
I
ago.
think a while ago, last year.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's interesting information. I definitely, and you know what's funny, if I'm doing an in body, I'm at the point to where I'll ask, like, hey, is it that time? Is it a good time to do that? Because you know what I mean.
And then what people don't realize, and I kind of touched on last week, is when you are doing your in-body and it is that time, it can really deter, like, your client to where they're like, I haven't made progress. So we really do have to take that into consideration because we don't want them to feel like their progress isn't progress.
Yeah.
So timing is everything. Like, if how I do it is if they come in and they're like, all right, I'm on my cycle, and they want to do, like, we got to weigh in just because how we do stuff over there. Like, I'll weigh them in that day just for, compliance. But then like a week and a half after their cycle, I'll be like, we're going to weigh in. So that way you have about a week out of your cycle to regulate, and then I can get your true metrics. And then you actually know where you stand from, because then it also helps track how much inflammation and how much you're carrying during your cycle, because you can reduce that. Like, it will go down as you like lose weight and everything and make those lifestyle changes, but it helps to see what your retention is during that time. But I always do 2. If I have to,
right.
But if I can, a week out.
That's good information. I'm pretty sure that, like, I know people that listen to the podcast, and I know some that they really listen for that information, and I'm pretty sure you guys are dropping gems right now that a lot of females that want to get in shape, and they're trying to get over the limit, just like at some point everybody in this room was. You know what I mean? And they'll listen so they can try to get over. Maybe y'all say something great that's like, you know what, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we can go, right? So
I say take the necessary step.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
It is a journey.
You have to be great. You have to give yourself grace. Like, no one's ever at like perfection. And I think that's something that people don't realize, is that even the fittest people don't like their physique.
Yeah,
the fittest people don't even like where they're at.
That's
like,
true.
They're constantly chasing a better version of themselves, something that they actually like. So they might like it in the mirror for a day, but the next day they don't like it. And it's interesting because you'll be like, oh, you look like that, I want to look like you. And they're not even happy. And
But body dysmorphia is real.
it's very real.
It's
And the healthier you get, especially as a woman, the worse it is.
You know what's crazy? I never understood that. When I was younger, I never understood that. I remember dating younger and then telling someone, it's like, oh, you don't need to lose weight. You look great. Oh, my God. When I tell you that was the worst thing I could have possibly said to that lady. I was like, timing
is everything.
Right.
It almost bit my head off. The comment was like, dang, all right. But yeah, no, that's true. That's good. So let's go with what actually changes first, right? A lot of people think their body changes first, but it's usually habits, environment, right? And then the body goes along with it. So what do you feel like you have to change first? Is it for you guys, is it environment?
Your mindset.
Yeah, it's mindset.
You have to change your mindset. It's something you have to be, you have to be ready for, because it's a lot. And if you're mentally not ready for every change that you have to make, you're going to backslide. So that includes, are you ready to get up and go to the gym? Are you ready to start working out in front of people? Are you ready to figure out your muscle groups? Are you ready to change your nutrition? Are you ready to change then your environment, who you're hanging with, what you're doing, what you're consuming? So it has to be a mindset.
Yeah. Like knowing your why. Like you said, for you like to dance. That's like what you're passionate about, what you enjoy the most, and you want to be able to do it to the level that you know you're capable of doing it. So like if that's your why, then it's, I don't really want to go, but like I want to dance, or I want to do this. So there's always a reason, but it is mindset, because it's what you want to do for you. And if you keep that in the back of your mind, like, you don't want to let yourself down trying to get to that point. So all those other factors, even if you're not eating well, you're not doing everything, it's baby steps. But that little bit, that tiny bit of consistency, that's how you create a habit change. So it's showing up for yourself, to even that little 1% consistently will then add up. And honestly, like, I don't be wanting to work out half the time, but then I'd be like, I want to look good. Like, this is how I want to feel good for me. So, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I feel that. It's funny you said habits, because changing your habits is what you pretty much have to do. And say, well, the body follows the habits follows the identity, you know what I mean? So your habits pretty much turn you into who you are, right? Scott, I guess that's why we're here. The dancer, the trainers. You know what I mean? Habits, what we do every day. But that's intense. That's good.
And I say do what works for you. Cause
Yeah.
they trainers who I can't do, they do.
But it ain't your
Not yet,
thing.
but you
But
know, I gotta start from
I
somewhere.
don't dance though, so you like
That's
dance.
what
and
I
I
was
don't
gonna say.
dance, so it's something that you might like. I'd be over there like, you want me to go do what in front of who?
Right.
Right. I'm not doing that. So it's like, okay, I might go, that was cool, but it's not something that I'm passionate about. So I'm not going to just show up to go dance versus like, if that's what gets you moving, that's important. That's all that's important is you're moving your body. But like, if you're showing up to do those little things, and I think we think they have to be big, monumental, and I think that's what scares people from actually making changes. They think they have to do all this stuff right away.
And then commitment.
And then, oh, I gotta do blah, 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 and that, and that, and that. When really it's like,
It's simple.
okay, just show up. You don't even gotta want, like, you could go, I don't even want to be here, but you know what? I drove here, and if all you do is go walk on that treadmill, you won, because you could have been sitting at home and went to sleep and ate a bowl of Ben and Jerry's. I don't know. Like,
That's true.
you could have did anything, but you showed up and you walked. Like, you walked. And you drove all the way over here, so you might as well do something.
Right.
Even if all you did was stretch.
Yeah.
You need that's essential too. So, like,
I agree.
I think it's
I
the
agree.
little things and not overcomplicating it, which is what scares people, is the overcomplication of things.
No, I feel that. No, that's good. Really good. So let's play a game. Let's play a game, okay? Then versus now. Each person answer, right? Each person can answer. Okay. And then it's just like examples. Okay, so I can be like, then I thought fitness was punishment. Now I think it's like self-respect. So it'll just be then versus now. And we can go with fitness, I guess. Jazz, you're the guest.
Okay.
Okay, so then I thought fitness was...
Pain.
Now I know fitness is...
Worth it. Worth it.
Okay.
Fitness is worth it.
What-
Put it out. Okay.
All right, what about you, Sherry? Then I thought fitness was...
Eating food that was terribly disgusting.
And now?
I think all of the veggies and ground turkey and tilapia is so good.
Yeah?
I love Brussels sprouts. When I was younger, you couldn't get me to eat a green vegetable, like, at all. I hated green beans, too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, saute them, put some good seasoning on them, I could eat them all day long.
All right.
So-
Fair there. That's fair. What about you? Then I thought fitness was what?
Then I thought fitness was requirement,
That's good.
and now fitness is peace.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like everybody went with that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. Let's give advice for someone trying to start their journey. Like, if they were going to start working out today, Jasmine, what would you tell them? And just say, just go from when you first started to where you are right now. Right now, you're into it. We're training. But what would you tell somebody that was just on the fence?
If they're not ready to like get in the gym, I mean, it's different things they can do. There's so many YouTube videos out there they can just follow along to do. Like, just start somewhere. They can just walk at work on your lunch break, walking. Just start somewhere. Do something easy. Like my mom, she do her step, all her little line dances. That's her workout. That's what she do.
That's fair.
So just start. Do something.
I
Do
like that.
something.
About you, Adrian? Advice.
I would say yeah, kind of still on the same track, but just move. Like, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a whole lot to start your fitness journey. And honestly, if you've never really been, like, if you're new to it, you don't need it. Because if you don't have the mobility, then you're risking getting hurt. But just start with something. YouTube is free. YouTube is free. There's a lot of trainers out here that host free events, and there's community, and finding events and things. Find something you like to do. Let's start there. That's gonna be my event. Start with something that you enjoy.
I like that.
Because if you enjoy it, you're 10 times more likely
to
continue doing it. So if it's finding a class, dance class, a step class, going to run club, a lot of people don't realize that run clubs allow you to walk. They got a whole group of people that will sit there and walk with you.
Okay.
And nobody leaves till the last person. Like, you could leave, but they're out there till the last person finishes.
I like
so
that.
There's community. Find community and find something that you enjoy. And don't put your pressure on yourself. Like, if you go and you enjoy it, you're probably going to lose weight faster because you're not stressed about it.
I like that. There you go. Sheri, what you got?
Don't let the battle in your mind win. Like, you have to overcome the battles in your mind. You have to believe in yourself. So if no one else does, you do. You go out there, you start your journey, and you don't worry about what anyone else says or what anyone else thinks or what they tell you should do. Like they say, you show up. And showing up is half the battle.
Yeah. I don't, honestly, I was going to give something, but I don't know if I got anything. I think you guys covered it all, but just from a coaching perspective, I just think all of you guys are right. I think that's genius advice. Do something that you like to do. That way you keep showing up for it. But then it's just like, show up for yourself. Like, it was a comment that you guys made that I didn't even realize was a thing, where you said, do I feel like working out in front of someone? What I will say, and I think we all know, well, I don't know how you guys are, but most of the time when you're in the gym, we're looking at our own bodies more than we're looking at anybody else, right? You get your occasional creeps that's looking at everybody, but everybody's getting that same kind of weird attention. You know what I mean? So if you want to do it, please don't be intimidated by the gym. I promise you, everybody's more concerned about themselves not looking crazy in there than they are about what exercise you're doing.
And honestly, people are really proud. I know I get really excited when I see people in the gym, and I'm like, you know what? They do this. Like, there's a guy in the gym that he be dancing on the treadmill.
Oh,
and I be over here like,
I saw him the other night. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw him the first time for the other night, and I was like, I wish I had that type of energy. Like,
he be vibing. He is not worried about what anybody in there has to think. And he on the treadmill, I'm like, the coordination, immaculate. There's somebody else that I see in the gym, and literally every time I see them, they on the treadmill. But it's consistency. I'm like, I see you doing what you came here to do, and there's people doing a variety of things all the time, but they show up, and it's like, that's really cool. And like, I think people don't realize, like, just because people aren't saying anything and you think they're judging you, those people are probably the people that are rooting you on the most.
I agree.
Because they're just like, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They decided to come in here and show up.
Yeah.
What's my reason?
Yeah.
right.
That's true.
You never know whose motivation you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
especially over there.
Yeah.
There's so many
true.
people don't really talk to each other, I feel like, as much there, but like,
People
I feel
watching.
like people are really, like, they watch, and like, they'll be the first to, if they get an opportunity, to come and be like, hey, I saw what you was doing.
Yeah.
Like, that was really dope. Or I follow you on Instagram. That's you. Oh, I like what you do.
Yeah. I would say, if anything, like, even you two guys, y'all should watch it when y'all work out, and then just watch when you're working out. Look around. If you take a people around the gym, I guarantee you there's at least one person in there copying exactly what you're doing, because you look like you know what you're doing.
I people watch.
You know?
So I
do
people
too.
watch. I might not say anything to anybody, but I people watch. So I'll just be like, oh, they're doing that and this. And I've had clients that were like, I I don't want to be in here. Like, they're watching me. Girl, ain't nobody looking at you. I'm just, to be honest, nobody is paying attention to what you're doing, because they're trying to, if they are, they're trying to figure out what you're doing to make sure they do it right.
Exactly.
Or
whatever.
Yep. But, like, most of the time, like, people aren't paying attention to what you think they're paying attention to.
Nah, they're paying attention more to themselves than anything. So I think we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty. So yeah, no, that's good. So change starts with the decision. Before we can't end the episode yet. Come on, Jazz, you got to give it to me.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been really excited. I want to know.
Jazz supposed to have a great joke of the week. She's gonna dad joke us hard today. So
I stole this joke from somebody.
Okay, that's okay.
What do you call a brown cow and a brown chicken?
I think I know the answer, but I'm not gonna.
What's the answer?
Brown chicken, brown child. So like brown chicken, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard that today,
That's
and I was
funny.
just cracking up at work. I was just like, "Wait,
No,
what?"
that was good, though.
I was like, "Wait,
That's all
what?"
Told
That
you,
was
the
good.
cornier they are, the funnier they are. That was good.
That is. No, it was good. Jazz, thank you for coming on. I appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having me.
Thank you.
Sheri, thank you for coming again and being here again. And Adriane, we appreciate this. This is cool. This is different. So every now and then I want the podcast to look a little different. You know, we're adding depth at this point to the Fit Sanity podcast. But any guys have any more words of advice, any gems that you want to drop on the people before this ends?
It's gonna take time. Don't try to rush the progress, because I think that's what our generation, you see that a lot of people want microwave blessings, but they don't want it to like let it bake like a cake. It takes time. You can't rush it. Just
I like that.
let it simmer.
I like that.
Just take your time with it. It's
All right.
it's a marathon. It's not a
Preach
sprint.
then.
No facts.
Yeah.
And you're worth it.
That too.
Just know you're worth
Absolutely.
it. Like, you're worth every good thing in this world. And God gave you one body.
Yeah.
So it's your responsibility to take care of it.
Y'all are-
But you worth it. So you
And
can
it's in the
spend...
Bible. He did say we got to take care of our temple. So.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But if you pour in, like most people, I feel like, pour into everybody else around them, like, give yourself that same love.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Because they going to be focused on them. But if you're not here to focus on you, like, what's it for?
I like that. Good job, y'all. You, they dropping dimes.
No,
I'm out. I ain't got nothing.
You know,
else.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what I said last week. It's progress over perfection. Don't be hard on yourself. Continue to give yourself grace, and every time you show up, just show up and show out.
Good job, ladies. Y'all killed this. So yeah. Well, anyway, y'all heard what they said. Let's not. I can't go back on that. Trust yourself. You're worth it. And just start, like, one step at a time. That's all you gotta do. Put one foot in front of the other. If anything, you got a whole group of people out here waiting on you. They're your audience. They want to see you win. So
Get
go
you a
win.
trainer that want to see you win.
Yeah, and get a trainer. That'll help
That
too.
wants to see you win.
That
Well, shouldn't all the
wants
trainers
want
want to see you win, though?
No. Some of them are just in it for the money.
Oh yeah. Well, no, you don't want that. Yeah. What Jazz said then. Get you a trainer that want to see.
Because Harold get on my nerves sometimes.
Oh, I mean, but I have to though. That's my job, right?
That's true.
But he cares. And that's
Yeah.
the point.
We do.
Exactly. See? But all right. So I guess until next time, stay fit and stay sane.
Yeah, we crush it today. Now it's time for the flex. Mind heavy, heart steady. We demanding respect. Fit insanity, the code. We don't break, we don't bend. Every setback is set up. Every loss is a win. Keep the pressure on your goals. Let it sharpen your